Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. When you were younger, did you ever have a weird obsession with cameras? Back when I was a kid, my parents got a little video recorder at some point as a Christmas present, and I swear I would end up using it more than them. I was out making my own zombie short films and other bizarre stuff like that, by myself or with friends, because I was a kid. The camera I was using back then was a flip camera, and it was about the size of a phone. I wish I could find the camera somewhere. Well, we're not here to reminisce together about my childhood. I just wanted to say that because I feel like this story hits a little harder when you're a kid that messed around with cameras. Today, we will be taking a look at a video called The Kid and the Camera. Just like any other strange video, this popped up on my recommended at about 4 a.m. I was exhausted and about to go to sleep, but noticed this video. I actually thought to myself about what this could be, and eventually I decided to click on it and watch. If you would like to watch without my commentary, then you can do so by clicking below. I will have a link down there. The video starts off with a young boy named Callan. He receives a photo camera for his 6th birthday. Callan loved the camera so much that he brought it everywhere with him so that he could take pictures wherever he wants. One day, Callan is out taking pictures outside as usual. He begins to run but is quickly stopped in his tracks by a stick. He trips over the stick, which sends his camera hurtling through the air. It makes contact with the ground, thus breaking his camera. This event troubles Callan so much that later that night he is not able to sleep. The thought of his camera being broken kept him up. Callan ends up hearing a knock on his bedroom window. Upon opening the curtains, a strange yellow bug of some sort is seen staring in his window. This yellow bug introduces itself as KidDizzy, Callan's sleep fairy. Callan is kind of surprised that sleep fairies exist. The KidDizzy explains to Callan that his job is to make sure that he gets a good night's sleep, but since Callan's camera is broken, this causes the fairy to show up and question what's on Callan's mind. Callan responds to the KidDizzy, but it's not an answer to his question. But instead, Callan tells the KidDizzy that he is not allowed to talk to strangers. The KidDizzy convinces him that he's no stranger since he knows everybody around the world and even their names, which is why the KidDizzy knows Callan's name. This makes Callan trust the KidDizzy, and he tells him why he's stuck awake. It's his camera. It's broken. The KidDizzy holds his hand out and asks Callan for the camera. He takes a look at it. The KidDizzy says that he can get it fixed. There's a factory back at his homeworld, but there's only one way to get there. The KidDizzy said it's a portal, and he'll lead Callan to the portal if he just follows him. He then disappeared out into the night, and Callan followed. Callan snaps photos along the way. On the first photo, we can see that instead of looking cartoony, the textures have taken a very realistic and gritty appearance, and the pictures seem to be messed up due to the camera being broken. After taking the photo, we can only assume that this is a tree line, and if Callan keeps walking, he will be entering the woods. Callan continues walking. A bit of walking in undisclosed time, Callan finally reaches a structure. It turns out it's a house. Callan snaps a shot of the building, and just like the tree, the picture comes out with this house that looks dirty and far different than the animation we were originally presented with. It seems that this is the first time Callan stops and really questions himself about what he's doing here. He says how it's dark and abandoned. It's almost like he starts realizing what he's gotten himself into. After a few seconds of pondering, he convinces himself that he needs his camera fixed. So shortly after that, he is again reminded by the KidDizzy's voice as it echoes from the dark building. Filled with fright but only wanting his camera fixed, he walks into the house, which is where I will let you watch the rest.
Some weeks later, authorities discovered the basement. The rest of the boy was never found.
That is quite the video to watch at 4 a.m. This video was radiating nothing but pure dread. It was almost like I was telling Callan not to go in the building, but I couldn't do nothing but watch. Good thing that this is only a story, but it's awful to think that things of this nature do exist in the world. The last part of the video leaves us on an open-ended story. We are left to our imaginations on what happened to Callan, what happened to the whole 90% of his body. I would also like to point out that the scenes where Callan takes a picture and they look very realistic, it's almost like this style of cartoon is the perspective of Callan, the young boy, as he's a child and it's told that children see life a little bit more differently. He has seen life as colorful, fun, and all that, but when he takes the pictures, the photos show what life is really like. When I saw this video, I just felt like I had to cover it, and I haven't seen much coverage on it. It's a good piece of horror that I do suggest you watch if you're into this stuff, but you gotta be if you're watching my channel, right? A comment below this video actually suggested that this video seems sort of like a PSA of some sort. Well, that's where I'll leave off for now. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon.